Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video, and I'm really excited about this one because we're going to be talking all about the out of this world class, which of course is the cosmic class. When I think about the class wheel, I think of cosmic as supposed to be the strongest because they're coming from all over the universe. Like, who knows where they're coming from? Who knows where they're getting their powers from? So I haven't really given it a ton of thought as to where I rank the classes as of late. I still think skill's the bottom of the barrel, but the number one, I've been saying it's science for the longest time, but honestly, cosmic is up there. Like I said, I haven't given enough thought. I still think science is the best, but cosmic I think is a very close second. Cosmic is a very stacked class, and they've been getting some great additions as of late, so really excited to talk about this today. Let's go ahead and jump over to Canva, where I got everything nice and neat. There wasn't enough room, simply. Cosmic is the most populated class, so we just have rows and rows of PNGs here. So we're going to start with all the champions in F and C, get them placed, so then we can start with the top and the bottom. So just one disclaimer before we get into everything. This is meant to be just a fun series, ranking these classes how I see fit at the start of this year. And one other thing is that, this highest tier here is the SS tier. Now, on standard tier lists, S is the highest tier. This is like the absolute pinnacle, top tier. The reason why there's two more tiers for my tier list is because this game, the power creep in this game is insane. Champions just keep getting stronger and stronger and doing more things, more utility, more damage, more well-balanced champions all around with offense, defense, everything, So I need higher tiers to really express just how good I think these champions are. But keep in mind, if a champion is in the S tier, that is very high praise. Like, I see people getting heated over a champion being an S plus and not an SS, and it's like, bro, S tier is already extremely high praise on any other tier list known to man. If they're an S plus, that's even higher praise. To be an SS, that means I have to think of these champions as truly the pinnacle of the class in the entirety of the game. That takes a lot. And again, it's my opinion. Most tiers don't even have this extra tier. I like to have fun with this extra SS tier. That's why it's there. Again, we're having fun. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's start with Scream. Scream's pretty good. We're gonna put her pretty high up in S plus, like right around here. I'm gonna try to leave some room so I don't have to make too many switches here to make room, but yeah, I think Scream is phenomenal. Really awesome champ. One of the last cosmic champs we got of last year, for Halloween. I think, first of all, let's take a quick peek at her in game, because honestly, she's one of the best looking champs. Like, I absolutely love the design, the hair, everything. I recently took her up to rank 3. Still definitely learning how to fully get a hang of Scream. She's very specific on the combos that you want to be inputting with her to get the most out of her rotations. So definitely takes a little bit of learning, but once you really get down those rotations and know how to use her in most situations, she's pretty damn insane. Her DPS can just be nutty, and she reminds me a little bit of Magneto in the fact that when she's she mainly is applying bleed and armor break to her opponents, but if you come across a bleed immune opponent, she just doubles up in the armor break, which, Magneto kind of does on his special 3 if they're bleed immune. Instead of bleed, stacks a ton of armor break and just does a lot of damage. So she kind of reminds me of Magneto in that way, and I like that against bleed immune. She still has a different source to deal a lot of damage with the armor break. But if they're bleed immune and armor break immune, well, that is not a Scream matchup. But yeah, I think she's pretty good, man. Kind of a more modern day Medusa type of vibe. We're gonna put her in the S plus. Okay. Let's do Ronin next. So Ronin is a relic of the past, but even being as old as he is, man, he's still very useful. I think I'm gonna put him in the upper A's. So, dude, Ronin, I still remember, like, people today think of Ronin as a pretty trash champion, pretty irrelevant champion. That's pretty much always been the community's view on Ronin. I remember way back in the day, we're talking like 2017 MCOC era, there was an Act 5 Legends run. And I remember doing that. I did my run, and I did it successfully. I made it, but Brian actually, I think he placed higher than me. Now, he did his run like right at the very, like one of the last 2 days or something. And the reason he waited was so that people couldn't see his strategies. And Brian whipped out the Ronin on this one path. And on this path, it had a bunch of buffs. I think it's, you know, where it alternates between energy buffs and physical resist buffs. So all these buffs, I think when I was doing it on my Legends run, I think I used Morning Star. Her special 2 just nullifies all buffs, and I got through the lane, you know, fairly quick. Then I saw Brian go through that with Ronin, and it was just ridiculous. This was the first ever time I saw Ronin actually have a use. And I had no idea before, you know. And Brian just really opened my eyes. He just blitzed this entire path in no time at all, so quickly. And like he didn't even have to like bait out specials or anything, because you're just permanently stun locking and just smashing through opponents. Like, and to this day, you know, more than half a decade later, Ronin is still so underrated by the community, but still so useful when it comes to the correct matchups. And there's lots of champions like this. You know, Symbiote Supreme is, I think of kind of like that as well. You know, Symbiote Supreme, if you bring him against like Realm of Legends Winter Soldier, it's not going to be anything special. You know, it's not going to look good. But if you bring him against a heavy buff matchup where he's, you know, what he's meant for, he's going to look insane. And Ronin's the same way. You know, you bring him against these heavy buff matchups, all you need to do is sig up your Ronin, and if they can't be stunned, you're golden. Like, there was a throwback to Abyss of Legends, man, when that was, you know, the Necropolis. Back when it first came out, that was the Necropolis of the time. And I remember there was this insanely massive, super duper annoying Red Skull in Abyss. And the way this Red Skull works is you deal damage based on how much power he has, and you're only dealing like a reasonable amount of damage when he's above 2 bars. And so it was really tricky. Like, most people use Dr. Doom, but if you could fit a Ronin on the team, he completely just stun locked and cheesed the entire fight. It's awesome, dude. Like, Ronin, when you can use him, he is the best option, simply put. When you can't use him, he's a dud. But when you can, he's a stud. So we're going to put him in the upper A's. All right. Captain Marvel OG. I'm going to put her in C. Honestly, I think she can stay in C for now. She's pretty bad. But honestly, way back in the day, when Labyrinth of Legends was the main content, I remember people bringing in her to fight the Abomination in there because of her poison immunity. That was literally the only reason. Poison immunity was so scarce back then that she was an actual option for that. You know, she doesn't really have much of anything in her kit, but she has poison immunity. And maybe she should just be an F. I mean, there's no room in F right now, but maybe we'll put her in there. Okay, let's make some room in the F tier. All right, Medusa. I think Medusa is great after her buff. Is she better than Scream? That's the question. I don't know. I'm gonna put her under Scream, but both of them landing in the same tier, S+. I think Medusa's really Medusa was great. She's always been a great champion. She's always had some defensive uses, and she's always been a good attacker. And now after the buff, she's even better. More damage, more utility, better defender. So yeah, S+ looking like a good spot for her. Okay. Ooh, Hyperion. I think we're gonna put this dude right in the front of S+. Yeah, I like that. Hyperion leading that. Yes, I think that's good. Okay, up next, ooh, Venom. I have the old PNG of Venom here. Venom, I think, is great with his relic. You know, I think Venom with no relic, S tier at most. But with the 6-star relic, I think he definitely can crack into the S+. For sure. With the 6-star relic, yeah, definitely. Okay, we got King Groot. We'll put an A. Let's make a little bit more room. Yeah, we'll put him in A. Not the biggest fan of King Groot, personally. Yeah. And then Deathless King Groot, I think we'll put him in front, actually. Something like this for now. Maybe we'll leave a spot. I don't think either of the King Groots are that good. You know, they got regen. They're tanky, which is great. But I really don't put a high value on either one of them. Personally, I've just never really been a fan of King Groot. He definitely has the healing, which is awesome. This King Groot has less healing but more damage. Honestly, this King Groot could maybe go a bit higher. I do prefer him. But still, I don't think it's enough. Might come back to that. We'll leave it there for now. Okay, Venom Pool. We'll put in low S tier. I don't know, actually. Venom Pool. We will put him in upper A. Yeah. I'm not, like, Venom Pool. I think, first of all, I think Venom Pool is one of the coolest characters in the game. Straight up. I think Venom Pool is just so sick. You know, the fact that he's literally Deadpool with the Venom symbiote. Like, I absolutely love the concept. Absolutely love the concept. But, I don't know, his abilities before were terrible. You know, then he got buffed. He's definitely a whole bunch better now. But even still, I really don't think he's that good. Unfortunately. For how cool of a character he is, I just feel like he needs more. I really wish he was better. I really do. Because I would love to play Venom Pool, like, on a daily basis. But he's just not good enough, in my opinion. We're going to put him upper A. Okay, Red Goblin. I think we're going to put him middle A. MSD's boy there. Red Goblin, man. The thing is that when he came out with CGR. You know, when you come out alongside CGR in the same class, in the same month, it's just not fair. So ever since he came out, you know, he's been in the shadows. He's one of the very, very few cosmic champions that actually has power control. It is a very rare trait in the cosmic class. So that's pretty neat, but he's just not that good. And again, like, this is another character that I love. Like, I never even knew of Red Goblin before he was added, like, in the comics. Carnage is my all-time favorite villain in Marvel, period. Straight up, point blank, period. I love Carnage. I love Carnage so much. So when I found out, you know, that Green Goblin got a hold of the Carnage symbiote and became Red Goblin, and we're getting it in-game, like, I was so hyped, man. But it's just not good. Like, it's very similar to Venom Pool. Like, I am a sucker for symbiotes. Like, that was always my favorite arcs in the Spider-Man shows, movies, whatever, comics. I love symbiotes so much. But Red Goblin and Venom Pool, they're so cool, the concept, the design, but they're just not that good in game, unfortunately. Which really sucks, because I want to love these champs. I want to play them. I love the idea. And what also sucks is, you know, regular Green Goblin is also terrible. And no, actually, because there's three Norman Osborns in game, technically. Red Goblin, Green Goblin, and Iron Patriot is Norman Osborn too. And they all just suck. And Red Goblin's the best of the three. And this is where he's being placed. Like, rip Norman, bro. Justice for Norman in 2025. Come on, Kabam. Alright, let's keep going here. Phoenix. Or Phoenix, as I like to call her sometimes. She's pretty bad. Phoenix is like one of the worst champs in game for how powerful she should be compared to the comics, you know? Like, the Phoenix Force is one of the most powerful entities in Marvel, and yet our Phoenix just sucks. Now, there is actually a Dark Phoenix in game from, like, way ages ago. I would love that. But like with the red, we got the one with the green. I think this is supposed to be like the good version of Phoenix. So I think the good version of Phoenix also doesn't nearly have as much Phoenix Force power as like the darker version, or like as a more consumed version. So I guess that makes sense. But still, she should be so much more powerful. But in game, I think she translates to like a B. Yeah, you know, she's got the whole cheat death mechanic and can heal up, which is neat. I remember, if anyone's heard the name Idolist before, he was an MCC YouTuber a long time ago, and his two favorite champs, the first one was Sentry, and the second one was Phoenix. I remember actually watching one of his videos and learning, oh, that's how you play Phoenix. You would like heavy a bunch and then like alternate some special, or like spam a special one and then eventually throw a special two. Like, I don't remember now, but at one point he taught me the Phoenix rotation, and she was better than I had thought. You know, she's not absolute garbage, but again, this was like over half a decade ago. The game has evolved so much then, so she really is absolute garbage now. But yeah, like a B. Maybe not that high in the Bs. Okay, let's keep going. Kamala Khan. Actually, now that we've created some room in F, let's keep clearing. Actually, let's do Thor next. So Thor, I'm gonna put Thor low S. Yeah, bottom of S. I'm gonna put Thor for a couple of reasons. First of all, he's actually not that bad. You know, he has to be max sig, kind of like a Namor type deal. It's not needed, but for like the big damage, you get like a lot of the sig scaling. I think in the last couple 20 or so levels, 20 to 40. So really wanted to be max sig, and then you're going to be hitting hard. You know, Thor before 12.0 was the hardest hitting cosmic champ in the game. He might have just been the hardest hitting champ, period. Like, to put it into perspective, like, people were going into Labyrinth of Legends with Thor, I think, at one point, and just destroying fights. I don't know if the damage cap was in place at that point or not. It might have been, actually. But I remember seeing, like, Realm of Legends fights of, like, you get 3 armor breaks with Thor, and then you throw the special 3, and you're doing, like, over 500,000 damage. And you might be thinking, like, you know, that's kind of impressive. But here's the thing. Here's the real thing. That was a 500,000, 500,000 damage special 3. And today, like, that's achievable. You know, it's not easy, but it's achievable. But the thing is, the one thing you need to remember, that was from a 4-star Thor. Bro, we're talking a 4-star Thor was doing 500,000 special 3s. Like, take that in. A 4-star. Justice for Thor in 2025 as well, bro. We need justice for this man. Where is Endgame Thor? Where is Infinity War Thor? You know? Like, I still remember, like, Spider-Man's always been my favorite Marvel character. But, and I've liked Thor. Like, I remember when his first movie came out, like, I liked him, but he never struck me as anything super special or even close to becoming my favorite. You know, Thor 2, same thing. Like Thor 2 less than Thor 1. You know. In the Avengers movie, first Avengers movies, Thor's pretty cool, you know. In the second Avengers movie again, Thor, you know, he's pretty cool, but But then we got Thor Ragnarok. And Thor's character just fundamentally changed. And then we got Infinity War. And then we had that changed Thor get a brand new hammer and just 1v1 the final boss on his own. And technically win. You know, he made Thanos retreat. Like, where is that Thor in game? Please, Kabam, justice for Thor. That's like the most epic moment in the MCU, dude. We need justice for Thor. But for this Thor, I'm gonna put him bottom of S. All right, Kamala Khan. I think she's gonna stay in the F tier. She is, you know, actually, we'll put her in C. She can do more than this Captain Marvel. We're gonna leave this Captain Marvel in F. Because at least this one can get Furies and do more damage and stuff. And is still poison immune. So, yeah. Alright, Gamora. Ooh, Gamora's a tough one. we'll put her front of S. So many people really love Gamora. Personally, not a fan. She's been buffed like, what, 3 times now? Finally, she's alright. I feel like people overhype her. I know Seaton absolutely loves Gamora. I think she's alright. We'll put her in front of S for now. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep clearing out the F tier here. Corvus. Ooh. Corvus, we're going to put S+. Yeah. I think I'm actually going to make a little bit of room. Actually, I don't know if Corvus is better than Scream. We'll put him in between Medusa and Scream. I think that's a pretty good spot for him. I like that. Yeah. Corvus, at one point, was the most dominant Cosmic Champ in game. Then he came out as a 7-star last year, and we had a bit of a Corvus resurgence. I'd say since then, he's fallen off again. But, he's still great. He's definitely had his time to shine. He definitely can still be useful. You really don't see Corvus making too much waves in the game these days, but I think he's still an S+ tier worthy champ, especially with that Sig ability. That Sig ability is massive. Just being able to have that glaive immortality, staying alive when he should be dead is massive. Okay, Silver Surfer. This dude sucks. A tier. Silver Surfer is so garbage, dude. I remember when he came out, and I was so excited because Silver frickin' Surfer, man. I remember hearing about some of his comic book feats. Like, it took me a long time to actually start reading comics, but what I would do is always look up comic book fights on Comic Vine, and I would read characters' feats. That's how I would learn characters, just power scaling essentially. And I remember reading one of Surfer's feats that when he was fighting against the Hulk, he just straight up drained all of the gamma energy out of him and turned him back into Bruce Banner. And I was like, holy, this dude is such a savage. He just de-hulked the Hulk. What? That is insane that the Surfer is able to do something like that, Where is that in game? He's not able to do anything remotely that cool in game. He's so pathetic. I remember having just such high expectations for the Surf God, and him coming out just down here, and it's what is this champion, dude? He's got prestige, and that was it. He was just prestige. People would rank him up and sig him up and level him up purely for prestige reasons only. He's Silver Surfer, dude. He's supposed to be Galactus' right-hand man. Justice for Silver Surfer as well, dude. We need justice for a lot of champs this year. Yeah, we're putting him A tier. Trust me, I want Surfer to be way up here and be one of the best Cosmic Champs in the game, but he's just not. He sucks. Alright, Black Bolt. Black Bolt. Oh, man, Black Bolt. Don't even get me started on Black Bolt. This guy just reminds me when I very, 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 very first started playing the game, and I remember I'd watched, an Avengers cartoon or something, and Thor and Black Bolt, met, and Thor was greeting him, and Black Bolt wasn't saying anything, and Thor was getting kind of disrespected or something, and then they explain he can't talk, a whisper is an attack from him, if he were to speak, you'd be in trouble. If this man were to yell, the planet's gonna shatter. And I was like, holy crap, this dude's insane, And then, so I download MCOC and I start playing, and I remember I learned that, this is how I learned this, my brain, very logical thinking brain, you get 3 specials, special 1, special 2, special 3. In my brain, I'm like, okay, the higher the special, the more powerful the special, the more damage. Simple math, so I would always be going for special 3s. First time playing Black Bolt, I'm gonna go for special 2 with this guy. I see his special 3. He is shouting, he's full on yelling, screaming at the opponent. I'm like, oh my god, this must be an instant one-hit kill move. This is, and I try it, and I remember being so underwhelmed. It did nothing. It did no damage. And I'm like, where is the logic here, bro? This is Black Bolt screaming. where's my damage? You know, and I remember thinking that, like, okay, that was when I learned, okay, special 2s actually, for the most part on most champions, do more damage. That's how I learned that out. I'm so disappointed with Black Bolt, dude. So pathetic. He's got some synergies that make him alright, but what are synergies in a place like Battlegrounds? They're absolutely useless. Like, a champion needs to be good on their own, and Black Bolt is so bad. I guess C tier. Yeah, I guess he's not bad enough for F, but C tier. Okay, we got Groot and Null left in F, and then still everyone else. Alright, let's pick up the pace a bit here. So, Null's going up in SS. I'm not sure where exactly. Or is he even? Or should he go in S+? Let me think for a second here. Yeah, he's going up in SS. But definitely not at the front. Definitely more towards the middle. Okay. Alright, then we have Groot. So, Groot is honestly not... He's bad, don't get me wrong. But... like, he's not useless. I wouldn't even put him... I'd put him above Black Bolt even. Yeah. Captain Marvel, though, she's going to stay in F. Let's do the other Captain Marvel. So this is Captain Marvel. They basically have the exact same abilities, but this one is just better looking. So we're going to put her at the front of F. Okay. And then let's do Thanos. So let's do both Thanoses back to back. So OG Thanos. Is he F? He's so bad. Yeah, we'll put him as the #1 F champion. Good old OG Thanos. Alright, let's do Deathless Thanos now. Deathless Thanos, he's going... Where is this dude going? He's going, like... here? I don't know. Here. I don't know exactly. Definitely SS. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. But where in SS is the question. We'll start there for now. Alright, let's get some easy ones out of the way. Drax is Cheeks. Put him in F. Symbiote Spider-Man is pretty bad. We'll put him in B. I love Symbiote Spider-Man. I've told Kabam, if you ever buff this champion, please hit me up. Let me help. Please. Like I already told you guys, I love symbiotes. I'm a sucker for symbiotes. And when Spider-Man has a symbiote, it's like multiplied. So I just go crazy for symbiote Spider-Man. What my #1 most wanted champion in the entire game is Spider Carnage. Spider-Man with the Carnage symbiote. I'm just a sucker for symbiotes. So yeah, we're gonna put him in B. Some people might put him a bit lower, but you know, he has some guarantee. He might be one of the first champions in game to have guaranteed crits. You know, he has it on a special 2. He can build up those armor breaks. You got some evasion after he throws a special, so he can kind of be a little bit of a defender. You know, he's not useless. He can do some things. Put him in B. Okay, Airwalker. Speaking of useless, this guy is garbage. We're gonna put him in. I think we'll put him in B tier as well. Yeah. Okay. Got Icarus hiding over here. Same with Cersei and Gore. Let's do Gore. Gore, this bald-headed dude. Yeah, I'll probably put Gore in S. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for him. Alright, Odin. I think I'd put Odin in S as well. Honestly, I think I would have put Odin in front just because of the pre-fights, you know. Like, just purely as an attacker, Gamora might be better, but with the pre-fights, that's what puts Odin up here. So, yeah. Okay. We got Vox. Vox is a tricky one for me because I know a lot of people love him. A lot of people say he's super underrated. I'm really not sure how good he actually is. So let's put him behind Odin. Then Gamora. In front of S tier. Okay. We have Gladiator. Gladiator's pretty darn good. Let's put him... I think S+. I think he's actually better than Scream if you can play Gladiator properly. Like, if you're Karate Mike, then Gladiator is honestly probably up here if you're Karate Mike. But if you're proficient in Gladiator, he's definitely above all these champs in this tier for sure. Okay. Let's do... pick from the top. Super Skrull. This guy's bad. But... yeah, no, he's just bad. Probably put him in front of this B tier, honestly. Sorry, Spidey, but... yeah. Okay. We got Nova. Nova's honestly pretty good. Put him in S. Yeah, Nova's honestly pretty underrated. Great defender. Pretty good on attack. Yeah. Okay. Angela. Like Angela's S+. Let's throw her in there. Alright. Vision Arcus. Ooh, Vision Arcus. Honestly, put him like low S. Yeah. Vision Arcus underrated, bro. Cull Obsidian. Put this guy A tier. Heimdall. Honestly, bro. Heimdall gets S tier just for his synergy. Just for the synergy. Like, arguably the best synergy in the game. One of the most used synergies in the game. Like, for that alone, he's going here. Simple as that. Alright, Venom the Duck. Probably the worst 7-star Cosmic in game. Let's put him in front of B tier. Dude, Venom the Duck is so freaking bad. You know, once you build him up, he's alright, but who wants to bother with all that? Not me. Sure as hell not me. Carnage. Honestly, Carnage is probably low S as well. His damage output is actually good, but that's about it. You can get some crazy damage going, but that's it. I remember when Carnage was getting added to the game, the idea in mind that I had for him was basically X-23. That's what I wanted to see with Carnage. I wanted to see like X-23 Agent Venom hybrid of essentially, you know, lots and lots of bleed damage, regeneration, and debuff shrugging, and maybe some ability to counter evade. If that's what I wanted to see Carnage get, and he got bleeds damage, but that was it. He didn't get really anything else that I was hoping he would get. Ever since Carnage came out, I was disappointed. He got buffed. Still pretty disappointed with him, honestly. Now he's a 7-star. I don't really think this guy deserves to even be a 7-star, but he is. I mean, he's sure as heck better than Venom the Duck, but I don't know. Again, I'm a sucker for symbiotes, and Carnage is, like I already said in this video, my favorite Marvel villain. So, you know, when it's one of your favorites, like, you want more for them. You want them to be one of the most powerful champs in the game. I would love to redesign Carnage's kit as well. That'd be awesome. But yeah, as is, lower S. Okay, let's keep going. Proxima Midnight, dude. Proxima Midnight. Honestly, we gotta put her in S tier as well, dude. She has potential. She has a lot of potential. If you can play her well and build her up, the potential is insane. it's just not really worth it because it's a one fight thing. There's no carryover, but she can definitely pop off. The champion. This is Swidia's golden boy. We can put this guy in A tier. Yeah. Swidia's boy and MSD's boy sitting in a tree. Alright, Annihilus. Probably put him front of A tier or a B tier. Annihilus is pretty bad, but he's like an okay defender, unless you're using Absman. So, yeah. Alright. We got a lot of good champs left. A couple of ones still. Icarus, this dude is trash. Put him like bottom of A tier. Dude is so bad. Yeah. I'm like there. Okay, Cersei. Cersei is so much better than Icarus. I put Cersei... honestly, probably bottom of S+. Dude, Cersei's really good. She's got some defensive threats for sure. And she's pretty underrated on attack. Yeah, I think bottom of S+. Yeah. Okay. Hela... I think Hela's pretty garbage. Honestly, personally. With her whole synergy thing, she can do some crazy stuff, but I think she's pretty garbage, personally. Put her in A tier. Okay. Terrax. Put Terrax and S right behind Nova. Actually, I think I put him in front of Nova. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Ooh, a bunch of champs I really like that are last. Some really good ones, too. Alright, I'll start with Captain Marvel movie, an old favorite of mine. She was actually, you know, right... well, now we have 7-star rank 4s. But before that, we had 7-star rank 3s. So, in the last star level life cycle, you know, was 6 stars. When 6-star rank 3s were the max... Captain Marvel was my first ever 6-star rank 3, and I actually gave her a generic Awakening gem as well. Really, really, really liked her back in the day. But at this point in the game, I think she's like front of S. I just don't think she's that good anymore. You know, when she was in her prime, she was top 3 Cosmic Champs in game. But now, nah, she can. People like to say she's good for Onslaught. I've tried that matchup, and I've seen people try that matchup. It doesn't look that good. It's like okay, it's an option, but it definitely doesn't seem like a hard counter or anything, like a guaranteed auto win or something like that. And that's like supposed to be her best matchup now. You know, so I just. Nah, don't rate her that highly anymore, especially when, you know, content has steered away from long form questing and building up into quests and everything. Kind of just steered away from that. But in Battlegrounds, there's no build up. You got your fight, build up in the fight, and yeah, so she's still great, front of S, but can't put her S+. Okay, the Haunts, Beta Ray Bill. I think Beta Ray Bill is awesome. I think he's going S+ for sure. The question is just where. I think... honestly, I think I put him a bit higher than Angela, than Venom, than Medusa, than Corvus. I think right here. I think that's a good spot for him. You know, he has some very unique things. You know, being able to counter glancing is very, very new. You know, it's not just an auto, he counters all glancing. You know, it's not that easy. But it is a start to the countering of glancing, which is good. And what I really like about the Haunts is that he also has the grit. The grit on heavy. Grit is really big. I feel like that is going to only become more sought after in champion abilities. Having the ability to get grit and bypass the effects of Unstoppable without you know, relying on slow. It's huge. So I really like grit, and I like his damage. I like him as a champion. I get why some people aren't the biggest fan of him, and why he's not nearly as utilized as much in like Battlegrounds. But I still really like him. I think he's gonna be the type of champion that takes some more time to really hit his stride. I don't think Beta Ray Bill has hit his prime yet. I think maybe this year, maybe next year he will. So I'm gonna put him right there. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's do. Oof. We have 8 champions left. All right, Sims. Let's do Superior Iron Man. Sim. I think this guy is S+ as well, but again, it's just a matter of how far does he go. I put him above Angela, above Venom, above Medusa. Actually, maybe not above Medusa. Maybe right here. He's really good. Maybe he does go higher. Yeah, honestly, maybe he does go higher. Let's make some room here. I think I would put him past Corvus. Does he go past the horse, though? Yeah, I think he does. Does he pass Scream? Maybe right here. I like that. Okay. And I'm just going to make some more space because I have a feeling we might be needing it coming up right now. Okay, let's just put everyone up top. So you can see everyone that we're dealing with here. So let's do Maestro next. So Maestro, put this guy in S+. Probably put him like down here. Just, you know, mainly as a defender. I think Maestro is a very, very phenomenal defender. Big health pool, very tanky, lots of immunities. Now that we can have the ability to get him awakened as well, he's gonna be better on offense. So I know I'll probably put him above Angela. And above Venom. I think that's a good spot for him. Yeah, that's where our Maestro's landing. Alright, up next we have Adam Warlock. Adam. Is Adam SS? Honestly, I'm gonna put Null in S+. Top of it. And Gallon as well. I think that's my S+. And I think everyone else goes in SS. The question is just where. How do we rank them? Best to worst up here. So, ooh, this is tough, man. This is tough. Like, all these guys are in SS, without a doubt. Without any doubts in my mind. The question is just where. I think these are definitely the 5 best Cosmic Champions in game right now. 100%. But where do I rank them? It's really tough. Honestly, I might just have to put Deathless Thanos #1. Just because he's so cool. He's cool, he's new. He's been doing a really good job for me on defense so far. I've really been liking him on attack. I think we're going to put him there. Screw it. Let's do it. Alright. And then I think we'll put Serpent next, just because of how crazy Serpent is. And, you know, these guys are 7 stars, whereas the rest of these guys are 6 stars. If any one of these 3 Cosmic Champs were 7 stars, it would be a no-brainer to put them up ahead. But because they're 6 stars, that's really holding them back. Then I think I'd put Hulkling next, and then CGR, and then Herc. Yeah, yeah. I think that's it. I like this. This one looks so clean. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Let me look it over one more time real quick here. See if there's anything I think's too egregious. Cersei and S+, but at the very bottom. Let's move Angela over a bit. And him a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like this. I like this. These are our top 5 Cosmic Champs. This order is completely interchangeable. This is just what I decided to go with. And someone's ringing my doorbell, and there's Ace saying hello to the video. Hope it wasn't too loud for you guys. But yeah, that is our Cosmic list. And just to let's take a look at my Cosmic rank 3s right now. So every champion that I have up at rank 3 in the Cosmic class is, you know, at least S+ or higher. Yeah. Alright, guys. Yeah, how long is this video? Oh, jeez, it's already over 45 minutes. Alright, this is definitely the longest one so far. I guess this happens when I tell some of my little throwback stories as well. But it's fun to reminisce, man. Like, I still, when I think about how long I've been playing this game, and I look back, like, it blows my mind every time. Like, 8 years on the same mobile game? Like, it's just, it's crazy. But yeah, guys, that is going to go ahead and do it for the Cosmic class tier list. I had a ton of fun. This was probably the most fun I've had on any of these so far. I really, really enjoyed this one. And then we got one left, which is Science. And I already got it set up all nice and neatly here. I even sorted this by, like, the Hulks, the Fantastic Four, the Spider-Man villains, the Ant-Man family, like the Captain Americas. So I'm really excited about the Science one. It's all nice and neat, ready to go. That'll be coming out in a couple of days. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the Cosmic tier list individual class 1 started this year, please do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. About 40% of you guys watching have not hit that subscribe button yet. It's completely free. And I promise I'm going to keep making MCOC content every single day for the rest of 2025. So if you want your daily dose of MCOC content, hit the subscribe button. Come check out the channel whenever you got some time, when you want that MCOC goodness. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a great, wonderful day. Peace out.